A city council meeting in the small town of Middleton, Ohio, went off the rails last week when J.D. Vance's mother showed up, advocating on his behalf, demanding that the small town of Middleton honor her son and the role that he played in Donald Trump's re-election. Now, here is what Beverly Akins, that's his mother's name, said during this town hall meeting that took place last Thursday. She got up there and she said, "I'm just here because I am J.D. Vance's mother, and as you know, he is our new vice president-elect, and he thinks of Middletown as his home. I still live here, and his sister still lives in Middleton. He's got 2 nieces who live here, and I just think it would be nice if we could acknowledge that this is his hometown and put up some signs. He graduated from Middletown High School. He comes back here frequently to visit me and to make me dinner, and I humbly request that." Humbly. Like, hey, I'm being real humble here, but could you put signs up all over the city about how awesome my son is? There is literally nothing humble about that. And then, as I said, kind of devolved in a little bit of chaos right there because some people in the crowd obviously didn't like this idea, and even some of the city council members did not. But it started with one city councilman who did like it, and he's mad that they didn't even put out a post on, Twitter announcing that their hometown hero had won the election. Councilman Paul Lally said there are 2 issues concerning the J.D. Vance recognition: what wasn't done by the city after the election through social media, and what is going to be done going forward. Lally proposed, quote, "To me, our communication department should have done this weeks ago. I would like to ask the communications department to get something out by the end of the week. That is what a lot of people in Middletown are extremely upset about." And then he got pushback from Councilwoman Jennifer Carter, who claimed, "I would think that we would wait and see what happens, before we put signs up." And then Lally replied, he's like, "JD won." But then Carter said, "Let's see what he does. What's the rush?" And she's trying to say, listen, he may be a disaster, okay? I don't think anybody really actually genuinely has high hopes for this incoming administration. And when the whole country goes to crap, maybe we don't want signs up everywhere saying that we kind of contributed to it. That's just me. But I actually do think that's the smarter move. Hey, what's the rush, right? He's going to be vice president for 4 years. We got all the time in the world to put up some signs. So maybe let's just see how it plays out. Nothing wrong with that. That is the smart decision. But I have to point something out that is really starting to trouble me here. Why is it that all of these big, tough, manly men conservatives have to have their mommies go out and advocate for them, right? Doesn't that seem a little pathetic? Doesn't that seem like something a little baby boy would do? Is that what we're dealing with here? All these little grown man-childs are just really big old baby boys? I mean, Elon Musk's mother is going on Fox News to talk about what a special little boy he is and how great he's going to do in his new job. Pete Hegseth's mother, as we learned last week, is having to call up Republican senators and say, "You better be nice to my little boy. He wants that job real bad." And now J.D. Vance's mommy goes to the city council meeting. She's like, "You better put up signs because I have a special little boy. He's the specialist." What is wrong with these people? I mean, do I need to have my mom come out and, jump on a video and be like, "No, Farron's the most special little boy ever"? I'll do it. She'll do it, I'm sure. But I'm not that pathetic. I don't have to have my mommy go and fight my battles for me. But apparently all these big, tough Republicans go crying to mommy anytime they don't get their way. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.